stuck in a tech loop where I'll click a link and it's like, go here, and I go there, and then it gets me to the destination, and then nothing. And I do it again, and nothing. And I do it again, and I do it again.
Okay. For future reference, there's a few people in the chat already. If we are ever doing, which we will in the future, we will do more of these. If we are ever doing a live chat and we are having trouble getting one of us into it, can you please remind us to text the link? Don't the messenger. Use the messenger app via YouTube.
There's some broken link happening there.
It's
The
not
bastards.
Yeah, YouTube and Apple are not friending when they need to friend. Just text it.
I think that's YouTube and Facebook, like Google and Meta being like, we do not talk, we do not compute. I also love that there's someone called Balrog Farts here. Balrog Farts. I love it.
Hello, everyone. Hello. It's so good.
Oh, Natalie's here. Natalie, I still have to send you that perfume. Text me your address. I'll send you that perfume. It's waiting in a drawer, waiting for you.
Which perfume is it?
I was going to give her a CK2 because I've got a stash of them, and we were in Law Perfumery and she smelled one that she liked. I'm like, that's so much like CK2. I'll give you one. So
excellent. Yeah, I still have one of them left, and it's like my treasure perfume because
it's great.
Get it anymore, unfortunately.
It is great.
Yeah.
Oh, Michael, thank you. Do you know I cut my hair like this? I'll tell you how. I got scissors and I went chop, and then I was like this. I'm like, that's chop, and then I just sort of chop, and that's how I did it. So,
like, because you have nice like curly hair, I feel like you can get away with that. Like a little bit of like oopsie is easily hidden, but if I tried that,
no. I did get my mum to go in and like just make sure it was slightly tidy at the back, but that was days later. But I do agree with you. Ever since having kids, my hair is like so much curlier that I'm like, I can who cares what happens to it? There's no point getting haircuts because they all look fucking the same.
Best haircuts of my life this year. I don't know why. It just looked so bad. And the last time I had a bad haircut was when I let my sister cut it, and she cut it to my shoulders, but it was this side, like down here on one side and then like up here on the other. And then Mum was like, we're never letting your sister cut your hair again. We go to the hairdressers in the future. So, yeah.
That's fair. Hairdressers are there for a reason. They're trained for a reason.
That's right. They know what they're doing.
All right. Hello, everyone. So this is, Natalie, I want to, yes, we'll more perfume shopping in the future. So essentially, this is a very last minute thing. We're planning on doing this tomorrow, but then we're like, well, it's Sunday night in the US. Can we do it? I ended up having a meeting cancel, and we're like, stuff it, we're doing it. So it was so last minute. I literally gave Hailey the thumbs up like 15 minutes before it started. So yes, so thank you for everyone jumping in at such late notice. We very much appreciate. Oh, Mimi's here. This is so cute. Look, I think you catch every live. Emily's here. Oh, Emily, I've been looking at your Instagram. You've been living your best life, going to concerts and doing your thing. I love it. I did get to hang out with Ange in September. She's very lovely. What you see is what you get. She's very lovely.
Me on that, and I was like, damn it, I wish I got to see her. That would have been nice. My lip combo is this. I've got Monica from Colourpop and Becky G, old, discontinued. Don't know of a dupe, I'm sorry. And
didn't that collection get pulled?
Yeah, it did. I think something offensive happened.
I think, or some copyright or something. I'm not sure.
Actually, we got this in PR. They sent it to us in PR.
Back in the day when we got PR.
Wearing Free Fall from Kaleidos, one of their lip Untamed Glow Glossy Lip Glazes. So that's the
Question, what happened to Kaleidos? I know that they still post things, but they haven't released
No,
anything
they haven't. So
since the start of the year,
they released hair dyes.
and then they died.
And yeah, I honestly, I have no idea. They've consistently sent PR, but they haven't sent anything this year.
But they
They
haven't released anything.
No, I don't know what's happening with Kaleidos. It's a mystery to me.
Mm. And Natalie, you need to know what we think of Angie's new palette. I think look, the blues aren't for me. I like the 50-50 split of like the neutrals and the color, but I love the theme. She showed me the packaging back when I met her, and I was like, I love alien abduction type themes. Like, I'm all for it. So I was just like, keep going. That's
Yeah,
it. Yeah. So,
yeah. I feel like it actually looks a little bit not the same, but it's got similar vibes as her palette that she did with Kaleidos. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that because she's launching it under her own brand and it is a different palette. They're not
and
the
that was
same.
limited edition and not available anymore. So it makes sense.
Correct. Exactly. But also, I feel like that tells you that the palette she created with Kaleidos really did sort of come from her soul. Like, it's what she loves in a palette. And now that she's, launched something similar with her own brand, I think that's fantastic. So,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah,
But we do have a goal for today,
we do.
if you wanted to participate or not. Essentially, Hailey and I are so frantic with stuff, but we're trying to create content, which is very hard to do when you're like in different time zones and you're remote. And
Yeah.
I've got kids constantly. Like, I'd sent a photo of Hailey I was trying to put laundry away last night, and the kids are at my feet and they're throwing things at each other, and I'm just like, can you just stop it? Anyway, so that's my life. But we want to do a trends video, whether it's reflecting on trends of this year, whether it's talking about trends of next year. But we thought we would ask our like hive mind, our sort of collective knowledge base, which is all of you. We have some ideas of what we think may be trends of next year, but it's so sort of basic and boring. It'd be like a 2-second video for me. It'd be like, I think it's this and this. So yeah.
Yeah.
So let us know what you think your trend predictions are. They could be wacky. They could be a bit conspiracy theory. I don't care. I'll take it. Hello, Jess. Welcome. I'm glad that people are actually tuning in. It's
I
lovely.
know too. We've got 118 people here. We really appreciate you guys. Thank you. We would love a thumbs up. If you're willing to give us that, we would love it. We'll take it.
There you go, Hailey.
Yeah. So, like Kat said, we are looking for like trend prediction suggestions because we thought, because we are going to have some difficulty creating that type of video just based on what we're vibing the trends are, we thought it would be a little bit more fun and interesting if we could get the community involved in it and have a discussion about what you guys think the trends are. So rather than just being like, I think highlighters, we can be like,
Would you beat me? That's me.
um, also, we can have a chat about, we had suggestions of X, Y, and Z, and here's why we think they're interesting and like the thought pattern behind it. So I have seen a couple of suggestions. Peptides from skincare and lips into all makeup.
Oh, I'll take clickety clack notes, by the way. If you hear click, click,
Okay,
clack, clack,
excellent. I'm gonna
it'd be
take
me
that as
taking
well.
notes if I can find my notes
We'll
out.
have a clickety clack. I'll read them out
Okay,
and
cool.
we can go from there. So peptides moving from skincare and lips into all makeup.
Yep.
And we've also had a suggestion of highlighter and Frosty 2000s makeup seems to be coming back in. Yeah, I totally agree. And we actually, when we did our trend prediction video, was it late last year, early this year? I think we did mention Frosty makeup. So that's I think you're on the money there. Bronzers.
Yeah.
Bronzers. What's a bronzer?
It's a brush, it's a
Blush.
bronzer and blush combo.
Yep.
I agree with that for a couple of reasons. So look, I love all this. I think a lot of people are on the money. So there's a few comments about bronzers, but also there was one about um blushes sort of being pared down a little bit and
Yeah, I
powder
saw
blushes
that.
coming back. So
Yeah.
I do agree that I think bold blushes and cream or liquid blushes have been really popular. So possibly a sort of pared down version makes a lot of sense. I think bronzers also make sense because like those brown sort of bronzy liquid blushes that Huda recently released, they're doing the rounds and really popular, but they're just like a bronzy blush. They're not actually liquid bronzers. They
Yes.
are sort of blushy, and I think that makes sense. Toned, I'm writing notes.
Yeah, me
Um,
too. I've seen a comment about eyeliners that give you little fake eyelashes. What? What is that a thing? Because I need to Google that myself.
Can I tell you a story though?
Do
Last week I was at my parents' house and I forgot to bring my mascara and my makeup bag.
yeah.
And so I had all these meetings and I actually got my eyeliner and I tried to draw little like lines. It looked hideous. I looked like a fucking idiot. It was a bad day. Um,
Oh no!
I
Oh
tried.
my
It was
god!
not pleasant.
Oh,
Um,
um,
okay. Makeup for hair. Is that like covering your grey hair?
are we
'Cause
talking about like the colored chalk for hair?
or like, aren't people putting highlighters in their hair to get like twinkly hair and stuff?
Yes, they
I don't
actually.
think people are actually doing it, but
I
people are doing it on the internet.
I have that. Oh, this is a good one from Jess. More single sparkly eyeshadows.
That's mine as well. And I think it's not
Yeah,
even single sparkly as in like really, really bold sparkly. I think it's the
it's yes,
Space Cowboy.
Space
More
Cowboy.
brands are doing Space Cowboy. I
I
agree,
I'm
100%.
I'm trying to wear a NARS eyeshadow that's got Space Cowboy vibes today. I think that is gonna like it's gonna become huge. And if it is, 2025 is the year where I'm going to be buying all of the palettes with all of the Space Cowboy vibe eyeshadow pans in it because I live I live for those eyeshadows. They are so beautiful.
Yeah, I agree. We've seen a few colored mascara coming back. Do you know what's funny? It always crops up every few years, doesn't it? And then people have them in the back of their drawer and they're like, hang on, I didn't actually use that olive green. I'm just reflecting on my recent declutter, my declutter from like earlier in the year, where I got rid of like an olive green mascara that had gone dry because I'd never actually used it.
Yeah, yeah.
But I thought it was a good idea at the time. I feel
And
like that is so typical of colored mascaras. But I've also seen like, was it Maybelline that brought out like a sparkly one? So like
yeah,
people are getting
they
into
did.
the
Yes, yes. I'm just going to interrupt for 1 second. Aubrey, the question is, what do you think is going to be trending in the beauty world for 2025? Um, I definitely think the thing about colored mascaras, and I think that like sparkly mascara is interesting. I'm sure we've seen something like that in the past somewhere. Um, the thing about colored mascara though is they make them look so good with the promo images, and then you put it on and you're like, what is this? Like the formulas are never good. They don't have the lengthening ability, they don't usually have the definition and the volume. They never ever hold a curl in the lash, so you just look like you've got weird colored flops on your lashes. I don't like them. I do like them. I like the idea of them. I don't think they ever work well.
I agree. We had another one which I think is so Press Play said more innovations for lip balm accessories, like the Rode phone case, I suppose, or that water jug clip-on thing. I do. We've got Jacob here. Jacob, how are
Jacob,
you doing?
hello. Hi, King. How are you? Good.
Oh, look, I feel like when we sort of chat and we recognize people and it's cool to chat about stuff, I'm like, it feels like it's 2016 all
I
over
know,
again.
right? I know. I know.
I miss
Uh,
you too, Jacob. How's
yeah,
life going?
it reminds you of our wine chats. Yeah, our wine chats were good. Wine time. Love that.
They were a bit of fun. They
They
were
were.
a bit of fun.
They were.
If I would freak if Lip Smackers came back.
Did lip smackers ever go anywhere
No,
though? I think we can still buy them.
yeah,
We
yeah.
just want them to come back with a vengeance.
So it's cool again. Look, I like Lip Smackers. My problem is, and this is, I feel like it's life these days. Whenever I have a really nice smelling lip balm in a tube, my kids always eat it. They twist up and they eat it, and then it's gone. I'm like, what happened to this? Um, LD is saying Jacob also knows the Australian aunties. Oh yeah, Jacob
He
is
does.
literally
He
like a
does.
10-minute drive down the road if he's in his
We
place at
went
the
to
moment.
his 21st birthday.
We
I
did.
still have photos in my phone of
Yeah,
Jacob's 21st birthday.
yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah,
do. We go way back. We
yeah.
love Jacob. Love him.
Yeah, yeah, Jacob's the best. Um, yeah. Yes, look, you had friends that would eat the Starburst lip smackers. Yeah, look, they were delicious. They were delicious. So I don't don't blame you. I don't blame your friends, but that is pretty gross. It's an
Oh,
expensive snack, I say. It's quite the
yeah, it
expensive
is.
snack.
It is. And I feel like it's a bit like gummy in the mouth. Like maybe a bit like, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you need to
Yeah.
wash it down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did their parents feed them? Probably not.
Starved. The poor thing's starved.
To be fair, I probably have more lip balms in my drawer than I have food in my fridge at the moment. So,
Yeah, that's like
what if Lip Smackers made their own makeup brand? Didn't they like branch out? I remember having like
I did.
shimmery lip glosses in the tube that were Lip Smacker branded. Yeah, look, I don't know if Lip Smackers are coming back. I'm going to write it down anyway. Um, but I would like to see them back because the scent and the taste. Look, move over Laneige. You might have a really good lip sleeping mask, but
They made makeup. They've got
yeah.
eyeshadow palettes and
Oh,
shit. I mean, it's absolute kids' makeup, but they did make it. I
yeah.
don't know if they still do.
Yeah, and Carla's asking, does Sebastian still try to eat my Too Faced chocolate stuff? Yes, to the point where it used to have like little teeth scratches in it, so I had to throw out the bronzer. But he, that they would open up this palette, which I'm trying to pan, and they're like, touch. This is what my little Finny does. He's like, touch, and I'm like, and he's like,
Oh gosh.
so yeah, they do smell nice and they taste nice, so I can't blame them. Um, Flame Mirage, hello. All
Hello,
right.
hello.
Oh,
Uh,
Natalie's writing a piece about body sprays for the 90s. Does anyone else remember Australis Waterberry?
yes.
Yes.
Oh my god, that was sensational.
I still think my favorite Australis body spray of all time was the Spice Girls one. That
Oh
was
yeah,
next
that
level.
that was
So good. And they had, what were those lollipops that had the tattoos in them?
oh yes.
Because they had like a peachy flavored one instead of it being half clear and half red. They had a Spice Girls one that was like half clear or white and then like a peachy color. And oh my god, that was so good. The best.
Was
The
it were
best.
they the taffy?
Impulse. Sorry, yes, Jess.
Oh,
It
the
was it
impulse.
was Impulse Spice Girls. Yes. Oh my god, the best. Glitter freckles for summer. Oh,
Oh,
Taylor Swift wore them for a football game and they went a bit viral.
get on it. Put that on the list. We can at
Okay.
least have a discussion about that. And
Yeah.
I think, like, the thing is, the trends, I don't really care about being accurate with the trends, but I love to hear what people think and, like, have a little discussion about it. Like, I feel
Color
like
freckles.
color freckles well could be a thing. See, that's like I feel like that's a natural progression from something that has sort of ingrained itself in the beauty industry. Once upon a time, like we talked about this in Beauty News, what a week ago, saying like people tried to hide their freckles. And now people are buying products to put fake freckles on or enhance the freckles that they have after they put a base on. So it makes sense that we would then move into colored freckles or glitter freckles for like fun times. Not everyday makeup. You're not wearing that to the office, but I can see people wearing them to concerts, especially Taylor Swift concerts.
Yeah. I think Carla is onto something. Lip sleeping masks have become more popular. She saw one from Essence recently, and I think
Yeah,
Colourpop did some this year. I think that's probably right. I think
yeah,
cheaper
yeah.
brands will be making more lip sleeping masks.
Absolutely. I feel like we have been seeing them come from brands anyway, like over the like Laneige really sort of hit the market with those and they've been insanely popular worldwide. Um, so I think it would make sense to see more from other brands.
What do you think about Sky Wheatland's new Fox Eye Plastics? Well, I have not
Oh,
even seen that. We're
I'm
googling
yeah,
it.
absolutely we are googling that.
I don't even know who
Oh,
that is. Who is
Fox
Wheatland?
Eye
Wheatley?
Surgery,
Wheatland?
Wheatland. Exactly how it's spelled, Wheatland.
Fox
Oh no,
Eye.
it's oh, is it Wheatley? Yeah, it's Wheatley. Okay.
Okay. Because it was coming up as a suggestion to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's see. Oh God. Okay, flaunts her surgically
Oh,
enhanced body eye lift surgery. So
oh.
I
Uh,
look, I think any
yeah.
full-on plastic surgery is not the greatest.
Yeah.
Um, how old is she? How old are you, Sky Wheatley?
What's that lady who is like over Botoxed and or
She's
not over Botoxed?
30.
Sorry. Oh, is she? She looks
Calm your farm.
fucking
You don't need to look like this at 30. Like,
no.
anyway.
There's a famous person who is massively over surgeried and fillered and all that stuff. And her face looks really puffy and like pulled up and tight. Who is that person? Does anyone know? Um, she's giving me those vibes. She's like a young version. Hang on, I've got to find
It's
this.
like that person that kept being in those magazines for looking like a cat lady.
Yes,
Remember from
that's who I'm
ugh.
thinking of.
Not Amanda Lepore, but yeah, she does. She is
No,
interesting looking.
oh,
Jocelyn Weinstein, the cat woman.
that's it.
Ugh.
Jocelyn. Yeah,
Ugh.
I'm
Anyway,
sure it's her.
look, have your surgery, but I feel like it should either correct
Yeah,
or
that's really true.
preserve. I think when people start to this is getting into like body dysmorphia category, and I think
Yeah,
it's hard. I agree with Flame Rush. Laneige need to bring their fancy DIY lip sleeping mask machine down to Melbourne. I agree.
I
Have you
agree.
seen that? Have you seen it?
No,
It's in
good.
is it in Korea or Japan? I think it's in Japan.
DIY lip.
And you go in and they can make swirled different like custom combinations for you.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I
Just
need it.
I want it. I
I
want.
know, right?
I actually, so I've been panning the Laneige vanilla lip sleeping mask for like 2 years now, and it's gotten
Yep.
to the point like we've got to be done. So last night, for the first time, I put it on my feet, and I swear to God, my feet are still balmy this morning, and I've had these thick woolen socks on last night and today, and my feet still feel balmy. That stuff stays on, and I'm sure if I go and check my bed sheets, there's probably fucking lip balm on them as we speak.
100%.
Probably
But
never
that's
get
why
it
I love the Laneige lip sleeping mask. Like,
out.
I've tried so many other lip balms of like what people suggest as an alternative, and I
Yeah,
just feel like that's the one that I remember when I was sort of like waking up with a little baby throughout the night. I'd be
yeah,
like, oh, 2 a.m. Oh, still on. 4 a.m.
yeah.
Oh, still on.
Hold
6
on.
a.m. Oh, it's starting to go now. But it'd be
Yeah,
like all night. It's crazy.
really.
I love my watermelon one. I love them. I think they're great. I think I might get the
Yeah.
mint one, the Christmas mint one.
I get the Christmas pack one. Like, but I have so many lip balms, and I reckon I've got at least 3 or 4 of the Laneige sleeping balms. One of them in a full size.
Ooh.
Leaf. So,
Jess
like,
has just asked a question, Hailey.
oh yes. What do you think of the business ethics of MCO Beauty? I think. Look at Kat's face.
We fucking hate them, and we've been
We hate
planning on doing a
doing a
video.
video. Yeah, we want to do
But
a
we just
video.
haven't had time to sort of
Yeah,
do the video. But we want to
yeah,
do a video bagging them out because I
yeah,
think they're absolutely shady as fuck. Look, and I'm all for people taking inspiration. And this is the preview of the chat. Just hopefully there's more
yeah,
research involved. I'm all for brands taking inspiration and trying to dupe a popular product if they can dupe the actual fucking product, if they can dupe the stuff that's in here. What I hate is that MCO Beauty, they dupe the packaging so it's misleading and can trick people into thinking it's something else, but then the product is not as good.
yeah,
That's not the dupes I think is ethical and bullshit.
yeah,
I think it's horrible.
yeah,
And I don't understand. And this is where we haven't done a video yet. I want to research and figure out why it's allowed because we've seen other brands get in trouble for doing similar things. So why is it an Australian law that there's a loophole or something? I'm just wondering
yeah,
why they can get away with it because I believe Charlotte Tilbury successfully sued someone else for
yeah,
copying.
yeah.
But like, why was that a success? But no one can
Mm,
touch MCO. So that's why I want to know what is
what
happening.
show it? Yeah,
So we want to do a video. We just haven't had time to
yeah.
research it essentially.
For beauty, uh, crux of the story. Also, I think they're an absolute fucking rip off, and not just like ripping off brands, but like you see the prices of these things, and it's ridiculous. They're still expensive when they're on 50% sale at like Chemist Warehouse and Priceline and in the supermarkets. So, yeah, not into it. Definitely want to do a video on it. The only thing that held us up was not having time to research it adequately.
Yeah.
But it's on
Yeah.
the list. We're doing it next year for sure because,
Yeah, 100%. It's
yeah,
got to go. And also, I'm now looking at people's suggestion. There's two people saying the eggnog latte Laneige lip sleeping mask is delicious. Is that
yeah,
the consensus? Do I need it? And Jess is asking, do you still have your big dog, Hailey?
I do.
I think I can see her in the
Yeah,
background behind you.
while you were talking about Emco, I was like, come on, stupid girl, get up, come say. She would. She's literally laying like staring at me like I'm not moving. Like, get away. Leave me alone. I'm having a break. But yes, I've got her. There she is. She's having a nap.
Excellent. And I am where's Freya? She needs to join. She's chilling
She
in the
will.
she's chilling in the back.
She literally
Oh, eggnog
will.
latte is life. Okay, it's on sale at Adore Beauty at the moment. Is the eggnog latte one there? What's the
What?
difference between the peppermint and the candy cane? Has anyone tried them both? I love it how it's like, let's talk about trends. Just help Kat do her shopping online.
Uh, what does it taste like? What does
Yeah,
eggnog like? Because I've had eggnog. That's
yeah.
all. It tastes more like nutmeg spices. There's no creamy taste to it. Okay. Guys, stop it.
Sugar cane is a little sweeter. Okay, okay, okay. I like the sweeter.
Oh,
But they're
it's
so similar. Okay. Because at Adore Beauty, they're 20% off at the moment. And Adore Beauty for me, because they're in Melbourne, I like order it and it comes the next fucking day.
I
I'm
know.
like, I can use it almost if I pay a little bit more, I can get it tonight.
Oh,
LD has a ask this question for Kat. I see you have a nail polish, Polish pottery mug.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
Polish pottery mug. I have the one with the eyes. The little. Yes, I do. I do. I have that. I got it at a Polish festival that I stumbled into in the city one day, and I
Oh,
quite like the evil eye motif, so I bought one. I don't have it with me at the moment here,
what
but
does
yes, I do.
the eye motif mean? Like, I see it everywhere, and
Yeah,
I've
it's
never
just to like scare off bad
put off
spirits.
bad.
I have actually a large glass one that I got at a shop on Sydney Road, and
Mm-hmm.
my kid, he is like scared of monsters, and he always thinks robbers or monsters are going to come into the room. So I hung it up in his bedroom, and I'm like, this gets rid of monsters. So now he's got an evil eye hanging
Oh,
next to his door. Um,
that's cute.
but it's quite a pervasive, like it's across a lot of cultures that
Oh,
wear it.
yeah, everywhere. I didn't realize it was Polish.
Yeah. Like it probably like it's actually peacock feathers. It is probably look, there's probably some link to it, but yeah, I think it's cool. I like it, and I got the
Yeah.
cup because I like it. Have you guys brought your nail polishes during the Black Friday sales? I
I,
have. I was gonna say, where's my phone? And I realized it's here. I have my Mooncat order that should be arriving today or tomorrow, I think. So I do have some coming. I have ordered some. Oh, your parents made monster repellent spray. That's very cute. My kid would just spray it all over the bed, and then they'll get like mucky and gross. But anyway,
oh gosh.
do you think music pop stars have any influence on makeup trends? Um,
Yeah,
yes, I
yeah,
think they do, but I don't know if they permeate the whole. Like it's I don't. I feel like it's once in a blue moon where someone like a Kylie Jenner can go from having lips like this to
yeah.
then overlining their lips
Mm-hmm.
and saying, "Oh, it's a matte liquid lipstick and lip liner combo," and then that permeates the whole of the makeup industry.
Yeah,
So I think that definitely think that like some musicians or artists have influence on a pocket of the industry, but or the I'm trying to read and talk and I can't do it.
yeah,
But yeah, I don't think overall. I think Sabrina Carpenter is possibly making the 2016 makeup trend come back slightly. So instead of the clean girl, she's gone. Like whenever I see her music videos, I'm like, whoa, that's what we used to wear like years ago when it was like full face and contouring and the lip lining and the lip like all that kind of thing. I think she's sort of bringing that back, but again, it's just to a pocket of the makeup community.
yeah, yeah.
I've not watched Wicked, and don't know anything about Wicked to be honest.
Yeah, no, neither do I. Haven't seen Wicked. Not super mega familiar with Sabrina Carpenter, but I know she's trending or she's popular at the moment, and that means she's always going to have fans. And it's the same as Taylor Swift. Like when you see, I think when you're young and you see someone that you maybe idolize or you really love doing something in particular, then you might emulate that. But like Kat said, I don't think it like necessarily means that it's going to permeate into the like the true culture
Yeah,
of
I think
trends and makeup lovers and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I think a good example is Taylor Swift.
Mm.
She's got a very specific, like she wears that sort of wing liner. She wears a matte red lip a lot, but you don't see people walking down the street with that unless you're me.
Yeah,
So, like I feel like that's not the trend at the moment. So I
yeah.
feel like even though a musician can be idolized and people like their style, I don't think it necessarily means that that is what everyone is then copying.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
so it's an interesting one. Yeah,
Press Play said more brands will be following Milk's shrinkflation with their cream bronzer and will shrink their net weights but keep pricing the same. I 100% agree with this. I think something. Look, this conspiracy hat. If you guys want to start to bring out your conspiracy theory trends, you're welcome. I'm opening the platform, and I'm going to start with mine. Um, I've noticed recently Mecca has been doing a lot of promotion about, you know, if you buy this product, it works out to X amount of cents per application. And they've been doing it with a lot of stuff. And I think that is really gearing us up for like increased pricing. I've also seen a few people talking on Reddit recently about products that they purchased, say, 3 months ago and then went to repurchase, or they bought them 6 months ago and gone to repurchase, and the price has gone up by like sometimes double. So I think we are fucked, and I think it's going to get much worse. So
Yeah, I do think it's going to be much worse. I think the problem is though that like, and oh look, let's not get into uh, economics too much, but
yeah,
I was sort of I won't get into too much. There's a lot of this, but I do agree it's going to get worse before it gets better. With
yeah,
Mecca though, the funny thing is if they've got like brands that are exclusive to Mecca, they go based on like the price in the US conversion plus GST. So they have to stick to that, which means that in some instances, like I saw somewhere someone was talking about a Japanese brand actually going down in price while other brands were going up simply because the Australian dollar was stronger compared to the
yeah,
Japanese currency. So, like, it just shows that it's not Mecca necessarily. Like, I don't think Mecca is innocent in all this. But I
no,
don't think that they're like doing it
on
just to
purpose.
be arseholes. I think it's unfortunately the state of the world, which is
Yeah, it's
shite.
yeah, it's cause and effect. And if we are sourcing, if Mecca is buying things from American brands, and the brands are, pricing at a certain point, we're going to feel that. Um, yeah, and like Kat said, we won't get too much into economics, but if you can think beyond that, then you get the story. So, if there's any more life phonics, what did I just stumble upon? We're talking
You're
about,
welcome.
if you guys do have suggestions, we are open to hearing them. I think we've got a few things to talk about. I know Kat's got a list. I've been making a
Yeah.
little list too. Our lists are probably the same at this point. Um,
LD, oh, I don't like this one. The American tariffs for taxes are going through the roof, which means
yeah,
that everything is going to
that's
be
what I was going.
so expensive. So, do I place my order for my two Laneige lip sleeping mask? Is that what you're telling me? Because
Well,
I've got it in my cart right here. I've got the candy cane, I've got the eggnog, I'm off my low buy. Is that what you're telling me to do?
it's like Laneige is a Korean company, right?
Yeah. But
So
I think we get them possibly sent from the US, possibly. I'm not too sure. But I think because they have like a big presence in the US, I'm assuming they probably even
yeah,
have factories in the US that manufacture. I don't know, but I'm going to assume that there's a
yeah,
different sort of distributor of
yeah. So
both. Anyway,
any American brands that like Mecca source from America, but they make it offshore in another country where tariffs are going to be um, introduced. Yeah, you're in big trouble. It's going to. I think it's going to make a lot of brands like basically have to close down because people won't be able to afford their products.
yeah.
Um,
I agree with that. Actually, that's probably a good prediction. And I keep putting my notes away so I can browse Adore Beauty, but I need to bring them back up. I think prices will go up
yeah,
and brands will suffer for it.
yeah, yeah,
Um, okay, I'm just gonna write prices up and brands down. Brands will be closed. Order it. Okay, I'm just waiting. You know when you sit on Adore Beauty, I don't know if anyone does this, and then you get a pop up for like $10 off, and you're like,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So I'm just waiting for that to pop up. if it's going to pop up. Or you get like
Yeah.
a follow-up email being like, you had this in your cart. Add this code and you get $5 off. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay.
Yeah. I
That's what I'm waiting for. But yes.
to not spend money for me these days is to just be broke.
Yes. Yes, that too. I have been really bad lately.
Yeah.
But to be fair, it's actually not makeup related. I bought 3 watch bands. I bought
Wow.
my own Christmas present on my
Yeah.
partner's credit card. It was a Soda Stream. That's going to save
Yeah.
me money in the
Oh,
future,
nice.
surely. So,
Yeah.
so just random stuff. But
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I went and did a little bit of like, look, I needed one thing on Black Friday, and I was like, I'll go and do it now because I get it a little bit cheaper. And then I ended up spending, I don't know, probably $500 that I shouldn't have, maybe more. But I bought one of those water flossers for my teeth.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I'm really
Yes.
excited. I haven't even plugged it in yet. I bought probably $200 worth of snacks and treats for Freya for Christmas. So anyway, that's we spoil our dogs more than we spoil ourselves.
Yeah.
Kat, they said
Yeah.
if you're a soda stream, definitely check out Billy Bubbles in Victoria, $10 retail.
Ah. Oh, cool. I literally live down the road from where you can get refills. So that's
Oh,
well
like,
the thing that actually made me I've been so I don't need it, I don't need it, I don't need it. But then when I was
yeah,
like, oh, hang on, I can just walk 2 minutes and I can get a refill. I was like, oh, that's actually really convenient.
yeah.
Oh, well,
Uh,
I didn't realize they were on a boycott list. I won't order again.
boycott.
Look, everything's fucked. That's all I can say. Oh, use
Oh,
mouthwash in your water pick.
yeah, yeah. I know. I
Wow. I
know.
actually got one of those water picks. I've got to charge it and bring it back out.
Yeah,
And I'll put
I'm
mouthwash in it. What a
excited
fucking good idea.
to try it. Um, oh no, Justy Lou, I'm so, so sorry. Sometimes when I think about like Freya getting older, like she turned 4 towards basically a little bit after my birthday, and I actually like had a little bit of a cry because I was like, one day she won't be here, and I was just like, I don't
Oh.
cope with that. So yeah, yeah,
Ah, reverse gingivitis doing that.
yeah. Apparently,
Wow.
heard that the water picks are really good, and I bought one that has all these different attachments that are designed to do like treat different things. And once I read like put your mouthwash in it to do it, I
Yeah.
was I'm ready. And also I've got a retainer, so I find it really
Yeah, so
difficult
do
to
I. So
clean. Yeah, permanent one to properly clean that. I find it
yeah.
so difficult. So yeah, I need
Okay. I'm gonna have to pull out my water pick and find where my charger is. That's the hardest
yeah,
thing.
yes. Um, oh,
Oh, you lost your
sorry,
cat this year. 21-year-old kitty. I had a 21-year-old kitty who died. I think it was a couple years ago, but yeah. They're part of the family, aren't they? She was like our old cranky aunt that lived on the couch.
we love them so much.
Yeah.
Um, all right, so there is one other topic that we want to have a little
Oh
chit
yeah.
chatter about. Now, hang on, I'm just fixing this comment because there's no reason for it to be hidden. So we were talking about Beauty News Awards. Now, the way that we used to do Beauty News Awards was a it was a whole thing. You guys basically just saw that we got to vote, or you got to vote, and then we presented the video to you guys. But behind the scenes, it was a lot of work in the lead up. And I've said to Kat, I'm not doing it this year, but we do want to present some sort of not Beauty News Awards, probably just like best of the best as picked by you guys,
And worst of the worst.
and worst of the worst, because it's no fun if we don't talk shit about something somewhere. So we wanted to know what your absolute favorite stuff was from the year. Live stream voting. Oh, we could have done that. Oh, I don't know how to do that.
I think you'd have to get a different sort of program
Yeah,
to
have to be yeah. So, but the plan was to basically get your thoughts on this, and then we would put together maybe some polls on YouTube if we can make them private and
you
anonymous.
can't make them private. I just think, look, I'm going to throw this out, and let me know
Yeah,
what you all think.
let's talk
If
about
we
it.
throw out some polls on the community tab, but they're
Yeah,
not like the results aren't private,
yeah,
what's your thoughts? So
yeah.
polls, but then what we do is we just report the polls even though you've seen the answers. Is that no fun or is that okay?
How about, yeah, let us know what you think about Kat's comment. We have just had a suggestion from Dobsec. I think that's, I don't know. Maybe polls on Instagram. This was also my thought, but our Instagram's been dead for a while. But then I just thought potentially we could put the links to the polls on our community tab and people could just
I
click
don't think they've got
through.
anonymous polls on Instagram though, do they?
Yeah, you can do it via stories, I think.
But they show you that
Oh,
once you've selected it, it shows you the
shows
percentage.
the okay, does it?
Yeah.
Mm,
So we're
yeah,
back at sort of square
yeah.
one.
Having a little look. Somebody's asked this very question on Reddit.
Good. Yeah,
Um,
Instagram shows the results.
okay, Instagram does show the results. Yeah. Hmm.
Carrier pigeons, that will solve all
Yeah, that's
problems.
everything. A Google form. Yes, we could. Now, here's the issue. Um, the so we used to do something a little bit similar to a Google form, but it was, yeah, smoke signals. We're going for that one. The problem is the setup of it. Yeah, and Survey Monkey, like I see what people are going with, and that's how we used to do it. But the setup was such a pain. Although maybe we simplify it. If we did like,
Jungle drums.
oh
Jungle
no,
drums.
Hailey,
That's what I want. Jungle drums. That's
um,
my favorite.
did a full form, it would I can people make suggestions on a Google form, like rather than um having, so usually what we would do is we would have the category and then the things to vote on. Can we just have the category and then things that people can suggest? And
Well,
then
I'm just wondering, can we get people? I was going to say, can we get people to suggest things now?
in,
But we haven't
yeah,
prepped that, have we?
we have we have not.
Fail.
Fail. Yeah,
Anyway,
fail. Look, you know what? Maybe
maybe
you can
we can
help.
come back with another live chat with topics that we can get
Yeah.
people to suggest
That's right.
the what he calls it for,
Yeah.
and then like the nominees, and then we can. Oh, look, Adriana is watching us at
I
three
know.
thirty in
I
the
just
morning
read.
in the UK. Oh, you'd be so sleepy. Oh, thank you for
So,
joining.
Jennifer, polls are actually the most difficult thing. So I used to spend probably in total about 3 or 4 days working on the Beauty News Awards, just setting them up. So um, we would have our categories, and then we would let people nominate what they wanted, and then I would have to go back and collate all of that information and make the polls for people to vote on those options. Now, I'm not willing to lose 4 days of my life doing that this year. Um, so we were trying to work out an easier way to do it. But the problem is when you are trying to not we've always had the opinion that we shouldn't influence the beauty news awards. It should just be what you guys want to nominate and then what you want to vote on. So we always had to do like the hard work with
Yeah.
allow nominate and then taking all of that information and creating it into a voting process. But it's it's a lot of work.
Yeah. So LD is suggesting Survey Monkey. So it's the surveys, once we have the nominees as suggested by you all, it's then easy to put them into polls.
Yeah,
The hardest thing is to then get the suggestions, narrow down the suggestions to the top suggestions.
yeah.
That kind of thing is quite hard. And I'm also seeing suggestions of tiny brows coming back as a trend. I hope not, but I'll write it down.
Put it in.
Tiny brows. Oh. Um, to voting on Doodle, but it's time limited. Yeah, so it's hard.
Yeah.
Can we do a top 10 fragrances this year? Oh, like I would. I don't think anyone would watch it on Beauty News,
But
but
I
I
have
would.
been buying a lot of fragrances, and also like the fragrances that have come into my life this year were all given to me by Kat. So,
You're welcome.
Kat, did you already launch your new
I
channel?
did, yeah, I did.
Good.
I've got
So,
a fragrance channel now.
yeah, Kat has a
Spreading
fragrance
myself thin.
channel, so she may choose to do a top 10 fragrances.
I will probably do. I might do a top 5 or top 10. I might. Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I would. Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
um, do you want to let them know what the channel is called, just in case they don't know?
Can I link it?
I
No.
think you should be able
Can I
to.
chat?
Yes, you
I
should.
don't fucking know.
That. Um,
Because I think it's so little that it probably doesn't have. Probably can't search it just yet.
okay, send it to me. Oh, do you have the chat open? Like
What chat?
on
This
your
chat. I can't
laptop?
type on it though.
If you send
Look. I'll
me,
sort it out. You
yeah,
keep talking. I'll sort it out. I'll try
okay.
to figure it out. All right.
Um, okay, some people are still like they're suggesting ChatGPT to get survey data. Yeah, see, the thing is, like, I don't know how to do that. And look, I think the crux, I just have to be honest about this. The crux of the issue is that collecting the data required to get to the point where people just vote. So then we have the results to share video. That takes days of work. I
Yeah.
am not willing to do it because my partner works FIFO. I only get to see him 2 weeks out of a month. And like I still have a life and things to do around that. So when he comes home from work, I don't want to spend 2 or 3 days trying to create the info for a video, basically. It's too much. It's eating into time that, like, I don't have
I think,
really.
oh, hang on, I'm just going to mute this. I think also what the crux of the matter is that yeah, again, it's much more convoluted than what it seems, just because we
Yeah,
need to then get the suggestions, um, collate the suggestions, then we
that's
need
right.
to put them in the things. But also, I think I'm going to put my channel in here. There we go.
Yes,
What the problem is these days, and coming back to beauty news this year, we were like, if it interferes with our life, we're
yeah,
actually not going to do it. So that's where like
yeah,
we want to do a video, we bag MCO Beauty. I feel
yeah.
like I've seen a few people do it, but I feel like out of all the channels in the world, I had them get a load of this. So when they were Model Co, which is a sort of like sister offshoot brand, I remember having beef with them back when I had a blog, which was like 12 years ago.
I
That's
can
how
imagine.
bad, like, my hatred for MCO Beauty goes back that long.
Yeah,
So the fact that we haven't done a video is simply because we haven't had the time to research it and do it justice. So if things are getting in the way and we can't make it work, we sort of
Yeah.
table it until we can, because
Yeah.
if we
Yeah.
get overwhelmed like we did previously, we don't want to be like, oh, we're back and we've been a year back, but oh,
And
see
now
ya, we're going
I
again.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
the Beauty News Awards was just something that we sort of flagged as we like. I love those videos. I think they're so fun. I'm pretty sure that the people who watched them really enjoyed them as well. Um, the issue is like it's a great deal of work to create, and at this time of year, it's also it's hard, it's stressful. So I think potentially we might bench it until maybe we will bench it and try again next year. And if we are mentally prepared for Beauty News Awards, it could be something that I could set up over the year. So I
Yeah.
can set up like a survey throughout the year that is ready to go to get the nominations. And then it will just be a matter of putting all of that information into a following survey. And I think that might be the easiest thing to do. However, if you guys wanted to share some of your absolute favorite releases of the year, we'd be willing to take a list. Maybe we could just have a little chit chat about it in a video.
Yeah.
Think about
Um,
that.
yeah, I'm just wondering, can we like get the nominees in an easier way so that we can then do the surveys on the community tab? We can like put up a new survey a day for like 12 days, and then
Yeah,
we sort of do a recap on it and discuss it, and even maybe read some
actually,
comments and stuff out. But I think the thing is that we need the nominations because, again, like you said earlier, I don't want it to be all, what does Kat think the best release of the year was? Like, I do actually
yeah,
want to know what
yeah,
people
yeah.
think the best release of the year is.
Question: can we create a poll on the community tab that allows people to enter their own?
No, it'd be in the comments. You'd ask them to go, okay, and we can actually do that potentially. Put up topics, say, and then we can just take the most commented or the most liked comment.
And add them to a poll? Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So two options. We can either say, what's your favorite collaboration of the year? People write them in the comment section.
If you've already seen yours, upvote it instead of,
Yes.
that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Or can we then edit it to add a poll and add
No, it
in?
would have to be like the next day or something.
Yeah.
We poll
Yeah.
it or something like that. I reckon
Oh,
we can do it.
yeah. But also that means like being, because if we had to do, so say we're going to do like 10 things that we're going to poll, so we're going to have to do the poll of here's our
So,
going on live.
SLM 808 saying, I love how this is being worked out in the discussion right
Yeah,
now.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
this is look,
This is how we do. This is how. So we're going to create a post to get the suggestions, and then come back 24 hours later to create the poll. And even if we space them out, oh God, are the polls going to get lost though? Like,
fuck it. Whoever sees it sees it.
all right,
Look,
you know
these
what?
people have engaged with our channel enough. They're here watching an hour-long
Yeah,
live chat
that's
talking
true.
about polls. They can fucking answer a poll in the just on the. But I reckon we can do it.
All right. So Flame Mirage said, let's pick 6 topics so it's less crazy. I think that's fair. I think if we keep it under 10, we'll be all right. And it gives us room to like actually talk about the results as well, rather than being like, get through it. We've got 28 things to talk about. LD said, I've been here for 6 years. I'm not leaving. Excellent.
Yes, we love it. And also, Justy Lou saying, love the Reddit idea, but I'm not sure the girls want to drive that bus. Accurate. Like a subreddit would be great. Do
Yeah.
I want to manage that? Fuck no.
No, I
I've
don't.
got too much shit to manage in my life. You
Once
should see
upon
my kitchen right now. It is
yeah,
very
no,
unmanaged.
I
And
don't need.
oh God, do not do the Facebook group again.
No, no, not.
Accurate.
We're not. Once upon a time, many, many years ago, I called Reddit a cancer in a show.
Don't, we're going to be on Reddit again, Hailey.
Somebody clip this. And
I'm not involved. I'm not involved.
and we
Oh,
this
shit.
it was an interesting result because we had some people absolutely like screaming at us. And then we had other people on the side of the fence. It's like, she is technically correct.
Look, look, I'm going to go on the record and say
I actually love
I
Reddit.
I like to read Reddit and I like to
Me too.
search Reddit for answers.
Yeah.
I don't comment on Reddit or have an account. So
No.
I do not engage
Yeah.
with Reddit, but I do like it as a resource.
I
There we go. That's all I'm
yeah,
saying.
I think it's a fantastic resource. I occasionally comment on things if I feel like I can offer something that hasn't already been shared. Um, but the only other time that I post on Reddit is because I'm like stuck and I need help. I remember we had back in Melbourne, we had these like long bugs with wings in the house, and I was like, "What are these? I've never seen them before." And I was like,
You
"Are
always
they
talk
too?"
about bugs in your live chats, Hailey.
Yeah, I know. No, like, right,
We
but
always
we live
come.
house. So I was like, I don't know what these are. Anyway, I took a photo and I shared it on a bug Reddit. Somebody replied instantly. They're like, no, that is like what ants, like baby
Yeah,
ants are. I was like, the what?
yeah.
So anyway, there you go. Like Reddit is a fantastic source of information, but if you ever want to offend them,
It's easy to do. It is easy to
yeah,
do.
yeah,
Yeah, no, but I do like Noah Fee is just
yeah.
saying, or is Australian makeup Reddit is a pretty nice place, great
It
community.
is.
I sometimes will open up Reddit, and that's one that pops up a lot for me because of what I search for and what I look for.
Yeah,
And that's really good because it'll show you things like when there's like a L'Oreal family and friends sale and the
yeah,
password and
yeah.
stuff. So again, I like it as a resource. I don't use it as a community, is what is where I draw the line.
Yeah, yeah. I'm the same. I'm the
Yeah.
same. I'm not one to really comment much on anything ever. I don't really comment on YouTube videos. I don't, write in forums. I rarely write reviews for things, but like I'm there watching and yeah.
Angie
All right.
saying, I like to witness the drama, not be in the drama. That's totally
Yeah.
fair. And Valley Guy, hello, welcome. Where are you
Hello.
from? I'm assuming the Valley. You tell us more about you. Long-time fan of both of us. That's very sweet. So we want to know more about you. What's my lip color? It is a random MAC one that I found in my drawer. I had
Gorgeous.
to pretend that I didn't just rush from meetings and pick up my kids and then shove them off to the grandparents and then sit down. It is this one from MAC. It is quite the standout
Right.
liquid lipstick. Bring it back, the liquid lipsticks.
Yes. Yes. All right. Before we get too far off topic, because we did just go on a tangent.
Canada.
I do want to ask you guys if we are going to work on some form of beauty news awards, what are our categories going to be?
Oh, I might have a thing of our last ones. Let me
Okay.
see. Or did I delete it? I hope I didn't. Beauty news. My notes on my Apple things. Oh, they go
They go
way back.
way back.
They go way back. I don't know if I maybe deleted it because I was like, oh no, okay. Can I tell you some categories that we had back in
Yes.
2019?
Do it.
All
Hit
right.
me with it.
It is the best trend, the
Yep.
worst trend. Hayley, I
Yep.
can just send these to you. You are aware.
Okay. Continue that.
Best collaboration, worst collaboration, best palette release, best lip product,
Mm-hmm.
best base product, best eye product, best beauty tool, skincare released. This is too many. We're not doing all of
Yeah.
these.
Too many. We're
Most
cutting some of these.
unique product, best drugstore release, mid range, high end, or luxury. which I know that caused a bit of a kerfuffle because people don't like they have different boundaries for what is
Yeah,
mid-range, and
I
so I think we get rid of that. Maybe drugstore might be a good one. Best indie release might be a good one. Best new brand of the year, probably the only one that I can imagine people saying is what's her name? Dolly Parton.
oh yeah,
Best worst release of the year, best overall brand, worst overall brand. I'm gonna flag a few. I think
I've
okay.
got to add this could be fun. Most
Yeah,
shocking brand moment suggested by Caitlin B.
that's a good one because there's been a few actually this year.
Yeah. Also,
Ba-bow.
Emily says she still has the candle that we sent her years ago.
Oh, that's so
Oh, it's
sweet.
so
Oh,
fun.
you're so sweet. I actually like so Emily's a long time beauty news subscriber and viewer
Yeah,
and chatter. And I still like whenever I follow her on Instagram. So whenever I see her stories come up, I'm like, oh, what's she up to? Like, I'm interested, but
yeah,
I don't message you because I'm shit at replying to things, but I do think about you. So there we go.
yeah, yeah.
Um, can I say I like that best brand moment thing? I think
Me
that's a
too.
good one. Oh,
Yeah,
can I send you this, Hailey? Share note. I'm gonna send it
yeah,
to you.
that would be one.
Um,
We do have some. So, most shocking brand moment is one. Worst packaging design is another one. Oh, worst tasting lip product. I'm loving these. You guys are here for
yeah,
like, can
I
we
like
just
that
talk,
too.
can we talk shit, please?
Accurate. Look, and I'm gonna say that's very important because I
Yeah,
think lip products should be very yum
delicious.
tasting. Otherwise,
Oh,
they're
they
dead
should
to
taste
me.
like nothing.
All right,
Um,
I will send this.
the, uh, if you invite me to collaborate via
Yeah,
text,
I'm doing it now.
the best
Doing it
one.
now.
Yeah,
Bing bong. Bing
bing
bong.
bong.
Send, you motherfucker. There we go. Bing bong. Bing bonged. All right.
Uh,
Hardest product to remove.
most useless product release.
Product with the worst texture. Oh, that's an interesting. Hello, Brenda. Welcome. You just come into economics and Reddit chat and trend chat and Do We Do Beauty News Award chat.
Yep.
And if so, what polls are we going to use and how is it going to happen? Logistics.
Mhm. Yeah. All right. I'm going to write some of these down. Kat, if you want to keep an eye on chat.
Yes, I will. Um, so you've got some of those. Overhyped product or brand. I think that's a good one. Saddest brand closure is a good one because we've had a few. Which brands are going down in 2025? That's probably a good one too
Oh,
because there will be a
we
few.
could actually just do a video on that.
That's true. But we did
Like a
that
whole
earlier
focus
in the year as well,
quiz.
so I feel like it'll be
Yeah.
semi-repetitive, but I like that.
All right. Brand
Um,
in 2025. I'll just write that down.
yep. Okay. I love it. Okay. Product I love that got reformulated. That's a funny one. Okay, and there's a few about marketing. We used to have like best ad or best marketing,
Yeah,
and
we
we
did.
got rid of that because I think that they'd stopped being very good. But if anyone has really cool ideas of marketing that was like genius this year, let me know. Worst smelling face care product. Oh, I was like, thank you, bleeding. And I was like, are you bleeding? No, it's okay. You're just thanking someone. Okay. Copycat or coincidence. That's quite funny. Most gorgeous packaging. That's always a good one because there are some stunners out there. There are some absolute stunners. Um, Best of each of your favorite products. Look, I would
No.
say that on our own channels, we'll probably talk about best of what we like, which will be
Yeah.
interesting because from what I understand with Hailey's shopping habits and my makeup shopping habits, not my fragrance shopping habits, that's a different story. we've just been using our stash this year
Yeah,
pretty much.
I
So our favorites would be things like, I found this lipstick in the back of my drawer and I really like it, which
yeah,
has happened
yeah.
to me a few times.
So, and the reason why we wouldn't be doing like each individual product, because just based on the categories that we had from 2019 and a few that I've just written down now, we've already got 29 categories. Well, I'm capping this at 10, absolute max, because
Yeah.
if we have to create community posts and then polls for it, like I'm not losing a whole day of my life.
No, but what I think we do,
I
Hailey, and
think
again,
we can do it easy. Just
yeah,
use community tab.
I think what we do is one day we start by posting a question and asking for nomination suggestions.
Yeah.
Then later that night, like 12 hours later, we post the top 3 or 4 in a
Yeah,
poll. Then the next day we do the same. And if we do that for 10 days,
I agree.
we
I
have the
agree.
polls. We can
I
create a video
yeah,
before the end of the year.
we can create a like template like question, put in the like the trigger word, like what we're trying to poll. We can copy paste that all into community questions, and then we can come back and do the little polls.
Yeah.
So I
And
think
it's been approved by Emily. So I'm going to say that's the way we're going to do it.
that's it.
That's how it's going to be.
Excellent.
We can do it, team.
We
We
can.
can do it.
Yeah. Beauty News Awards advent calendar. Yes, please. I would love to do something like that.
All right. Okay, cool.
5 official awards, and the rest could be answering the most
The
interesting.
Magpie Award.
Yeah, shiny, shiny. I think what we'll do is we've got some like interesting ones that you guys have just suggested, which I think we should pepper in just to like make
Make it more fun. I agree.
yeah, I think so, especially when we're talking about like brands to close or shocking moments and like best and worst packaging and stuff. Now, the problem is when we're talking about like best packaging and worst packaging, like, are we going to, they're going to have to be different polls.
I don't think we talk about I think we cull a lot of worsts
I think so, yeah.
because I don't think we need to dwell on the worst when the real fun parts are like the worst tasting lip product, the
Yeah,
shocking
yeah,
brand moment, brands
yeah.
to close, like they're bad enough. We
They're
don't need to
bad.
then,
They're
yeah,
bad.
they're bad
Yeah,
enough.
yeah. I agree. I agree. All right. I think we've got a list. We will cull it after this and get our eggs in a row. Is that what it is? Something in a
Ducks
row.
in a row.
Ducks in a row. That's it. And you guys will be getting a Beauty News Awards this year. It's
Yay!
going to
Because
be
that wasn't going to
10
happen. That wasn't going to
That
happen.
wasn't going to happen. But I think next year, knowing that it's going to be coming, we will prepare for it earlier. I think Kat and I both kind of the last couple of months we've just been like
Oh
drowning.
man.
We've been so busy, and I think it's time's just gotten away from us. I don't know if you feel the same about that, Kat, but I feel like December has come upon us so quickly, and I was just not ready.
Fucked. It's fucked,
I was
man.
not
It's
ready. I was
fucked.
not ready. Yeah, yeah. It's been a lot.
Life. Oh, life.
Exactly.
Oh, life.
Yeah, I agree.
Fucked.
I agree.
Um, Something I was going to say as well, though, this is
Mhm.
very important, very
Brenda?
timely, very, very important. Okay, so before we do wrap this up,
Mhm.
in about an hour or two, Hailey and I are actually going to film a recap of some key holiday collections and then talk about what we think about them, what the community thinks about them, and whatnot.
Yes.
What do you really want to see included in that video? Because we're going to just be ruthless and not do what we've done in the past, where it's like 3 hour long video of like 300 items. We're going to just choose like 10 to 15 releases.
Yeah.
But is there
Yeah.
anything that you're like, holy fuck, this was such a good release, I really want them to talk about it? Or is it, holy fuck, there's such a shit one that I really don't, I want them to talk about how bad it is? You let me know. Yeah.
Lightwork 6, I don't think Lightwork 6 is technically a holiday release. I think it was just
I'll have a
her.
look.
Have a look. Have a look. There's so many shit ones.
So
Why
many
are
shit
there
ones.
so many old holiday collections? Yeah, I'm getting that vibe.
Sephora Beauty Advent Calendars.
Advent calendar. Sephora, do you mean it was a US one, right? Is that the one that because the UK one is sensational. I think the US ones were pretty shit. What about the poo perfume? Look, we talked about poo perfume last time.
It's
Uh,
not Christmas though. It's not a
yeah,
Christmas release. They've got to
I
be
think it's like
Christmas.
they have used the imagery to suit the scene.
Beauty Inside. Okay. I'm looking at Sephora Beauty Inside. So the calendar was a joke, apparently. Beauty
Yes, it
Insider
is.
Advent Calendar.
And I think it was like 2,000 points or something you could redeem it for. Is that correct? Which worked out to like $200, but it was an absolute piece of shit.
Garbage.
Yeah.
Okay. Add that to the list.
Perfume, if you watched the last video that we published, we talk about it towards the end.
And I was looking at reviews, so on Fragrantica, legitimately people are saying it smelled like poo and chocolate biscuits.
No! Oh my god! Wow. Okay, Bleeding Rainbow said, "Did anyone talk about Too Faced Holiday this year? No one I follow has mentioned it."
We will.
Yeah, we're going to. Can you yeah, that needs to go on the list for sure because I have actually even flagged that with Kat and we could have a little bit of a discussion around that.
Yep.
All of the calendars containing Barbara Sturm and Augusta Nesbeta. Listen, those two brands are so incredibly overpriced. There's a reason why they go into advent calendars. Don't fall for it. Just saying
Adds
that.
a whole new meaning to, oh my fucking God, you smell like shit. Yeah, on purpose.
Not
Oh, fuck.
perfume. Oh my god.
Did
Oh.
Tarte do Christmas stuff this year?
They
Tarte.
did. It's in
Yeah.
I got it in the folder. It's one of those ones where I'm like, yo, we need to research this.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, there's actually a few brands that we just haven't really heard much from.
I just need to ask a real question. Did Polite Society do one?
Oh my god, can we put that on the list of things we have to look up?
Brands that are trash holes. That should be like, if someone doesn't mention Polite Society in like Two Faced Awards of like shittest fucking shit bag of the year, I'm going to be shocked. And that's in Mecca. Do you know Polite Society is in Mecca?
Is it?
Go get fucked. Yes, it is.
Oh my
You're
god.
dead to me. People are turning against Mecca. It's the moment Polite Society arrived on our shores.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to redeem your offer, fucking tart. Go away. Go away. Go away. Anyway,
Fancy holiday stuff. Yep, we've got that in the folder.
yeah. What was did Melt do one? Because they did the Halloween Monsters one. They've done this new collaboration. Have they not done their
No, not yet. But
not yet? They're coming.
I think that's the issue. Now, Natasha Denona.
Does a purple palette.
Yeah, that's cool. We've got that. Um.
Yes, most brands probably did hit copy and paste with the holiday releases this year.
Yeah.
I think it was, or they'll just like, what do we release? Oh, let's make it gold packaging and it will sell. Like,
Yeah.
fuck off.
So the Bobbi Brown holiday collection is actually the Pac-Man collection, which we should have known, but we actually talked about it at length in the last video. So I don't think we'll.
Oh, the benefit shopping cart one. I saw that in the
Yes,
store. I was so tempted to buy that. I was like, that is
I've
cute.
got that in the folder. That's there.
Yeah. Were there any good Christmas palettes? That they were so cool, and then what happened to them? I don't know.
You know who doesn't have a Christmas Christmas collection this year. Maybe it's just going to come later. Or if they do, it's so trash that you wouldn't even be able to tell. Bare mineral.
Oh, yeah. Didn't they
Oh,
just
yeah,
like,
I've put them
yeah.
in the folder. It's bad. It's
Oh, okay.
terrible.
All right.
Aria Wicked. Okay. Eh. The Danessa Myrix palette. Look, is it actually technically holiday or was it just
That's a rad palette though. But
it's
I don't
it's
know if it's holiday. It
I
doesn't say it on the website.
yeah.
Oh,
Just
ignore my burping.
follow Tom Ford, Chanel, and those luxury Christmas releases. So I did have a look over them last night. I didn't feel like because we're not trying to do a 4 hour Christmas special. I know you guys would love it, but we don't have time for it. Um, they have been omitted. But yes, they do have collections. And if you absolutely love those brands, like they've got them, they've got them. Do you know Robert
We
Welch
know of Robert Welsh,
palette?
but
Yeah, we don't.
yes, I've seen his new palette. Yes. Good on
Oh,
him doing collaboration.
oh
What was
yes.
I looking up? I'm very confused what I'm looking up. I'm like, I see all these things and I'm like, I get distracted and I'm like, I'm looking up this and I was looking up Danessa Marks.
Oh yes, yeah.
Oh my God. My
Good luck.
God.
Love you. Good luck with the dentist. I hope it's nothing horrid.
Oh yeah. I feel you. All right. So Lightwork 6 Freedom Palette on the wax. Da, 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 da. It does not look like it is a holiday. It just looks like a release.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous and great time
Oh,
of
it's
the year.
beautiful. Yeah.
I think it's the smartest palette for sure. But I don't think it is a holiday release. They do have holiday. Hang on, let me look.
Interesting. So Angie has said, Melt said on a live on TikTok that Fatally Yours 2 collaboration with Bailey was the last one
No.
for them.
Wow. Really? That's unusual.
Interesting.
That is very odd. And they, because they usually go quite big on holiday, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
And some of their best collections that people love have been holiday collections.
Yes, absolutely. Mimi, I
Um,
don't think I bought any holiday releases except I bought a candle from oh, far out. I'm never going to be able to remember the name. It's a pine candle, and oh my god, it smells like Christmas trees. It's sensational.
oh,
Uh,
delish.
it's not Circa. It's
You're gonna
uh,
have to tell me because I'm gonna have to.
yeah,
Oh, I've got too many candles.
one off here. I'll go and find it. And I also bought from Dusk. I picked up one of their fragrance oils, the holiday ones.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Which one did you get?
It's spiced ginger, I think, which
Oh,
is
okay. Okay.
yeah,
I'm just gonna say Danessa Myricks limited edition Lightwork 6 Freedom palette. They don't call it a holiday palette, but they do call it a limited edition
limited.
palette.
Why would they make that limited
I don't fucking know.
edition?
I don't know, but it is by far the best. And yes, Bleeding X Rainbow Melt is overpriced.
Yeah,
There,
I
I
don't
said
like
it,
the
and there
formula.
I
Yeah,
agree
right.
with you. I confirm, I agree, I 100%.
So,
Um,
Peppermint Grove. Hang on, I'll find it. I know people will be. Uh, oh my god, stop it!
yes, Urban Decay did do a palette with their Moondust shades. It's shaped like a star. Did anyone get it? Is it good? Um, yeah, Melt doesn't do it for me only because the quality is not good. The
Yeah,
quality's not good.
either.
No,
No,
apparently they did not fix their molding eyeshadow issue. I've seen people still popping up with molding issues. So they did not fix that. They replace it and then they like keep that person quiet for a few years until it starts again.
Yep,
But,
yep.
but I just think
Um,
across the board, like a lot of this stuff just dries out a lot. The consistency feels really sort of gritty on things. I
yeah,
just don't
I
love
don't
them.
formula. I'm pretty sure I've gotten rid of all of my milk pellets. So there.
All my melt palettes
And
are gone. I think I might have a lipstick because I really like the colour, but
Mhm.
otherwise I think
Yeah,
I'm
I might have something else from Melt kicking around, but I'm not sure. The Akoya Holiday Fresh Pine Candle. It's literally smells like a fresh cut Christmas tree. The only that the throw is not super strong. I kind of want to get the reed diffuser. Maybe that's better. But really, what I want is like a fragrance oil for the diffuser
yes.
that smells like it. And the problem is,
Yes.
I've had some people suggesting, like someone said, go and get the pine oil from dusk because that's meant to smell like a Christmas tree. It doesn't smell anything like a Christmas tree. It's
Boo.
yeah. So
I also want something that smells like a pine Christmas tree. I agree with
yeah,
you. And I feel like the best brand that does it is Diptyque, but they're so
yes.
fucking expensive. But they do have that
Yeah.
really nice pine candle
I
that's,
do have there actually.
and I think they've got a room spray or something as well.
Yeah,
That's really good.
they're up in the cupboard, but I actually after this I might compare the scents of that to the Akoya one. Oh shit, my battery. Um,
Because also Akoya, I think, is on sale at Black Friday sales at Adore Beauty, which if you were here earlier, you'd find out I still have 2 Laneige lip sleeping masks in my cart, waiting for a code.
all right, where is it cheaper? Because I kind of want to buy another one of these. Man, I cannot spend any more money. I
I feel
can't.
you.
No, I've got to close
Is
this.
it fresh pine?
Yeah, fresh pine. It's the
Yeah,
holiday one.
yeah. It's
Um,
it's 20% off at Adore
study
Beauty.
increase by milligram. So I have to look again. I was looking this up the other day because someone suggested it to me. Um, but the thing that made me go, I don't really know, was some of the other notes that were in it. So, where is it? Oh,
It's got things like eucalyptus, lemon gum. It's got maybe it's a Tasmanian lavender that you didn't like the idea of.
yeah, possibly.
I feel ya. I feels ya. I can smell that in store. There's a few milligram stores around where I
Really?
am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Anyway, I can't, it doesn't matter. I don't want to look at these things because it's going to make me want to buy them. And I literally I've got a lot of bills coming in like the next 2 months, and they're all the big ones. I've got my car insurance, I've got the rates for the Melbourne property, I've got the body corp for the Melbourne property. So I can't, I'm not allowed to spend any more money.
I feel you. I feel you. What what's $629 candle? Which one's
Oh,
that one? Who said a $629 candle? That's very expensive. Um, the candle we were talking about was 40 something dollars, 43. Ah, that does it smell good? So the
oh, Diptyque.
oh yeah, Diptyque, you're
Yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah.
Edgy espresso. So your mum got the dipped in chocolate one and it smells great on her.
Oh,
Jelly. It smells like powder on me, but I'm hoping it develops nicely. Maybe it's more of a winter scent for me because we're in summer at the moment. It's like 32 degrees Celsius here today, which is hot.
that's hot. Yeah. So it's the pine tree candle from Diptyque. You would be looking at like the giant
The
one.
the big one,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, which if I had unlimited money, that's what I would buy because I know the scent throw would be amazing.
Alex Von Teese, I have the Kayali marshmallow one.
Oh my god, are Kayali fragrances nice?
They can. I think they're a bit overrated, but it just might be that they don't really suit my scent, like
Yeah,
what I vibe with.
yeah.
But their marshmallow one is quite nice. It's sort of like a strawberry, vanilla, marshmallowy, musky sort
Okay.
of one.
La 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 la. Okay.
Again, I used a code and got on Adore Beauty the other week, but yes, it is. It's quite nice. I don't think it's a must-have, but it's quite nice.
I really wanted to do like she does some, limited edition holiday fragrances. Like I think she had like an apple one or a cherry one or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. And I was like, I really, really want it, but I don't want to buy a full size, and I want like a little mini sampler of all
Can
the.
I? Oh, I don't know if it came in my Adore Beauty. I was going to say Adore Beauty do a thing where you order a full fragrance and they'll give you a sample, and you
Right.
try the sample, and if you don't like
And
it, you
send it
send it
back.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which maybe I will do, but first I have to, yeah. I'm not spending money, probably not for another 12 months because I'm going to have so many things to financially recover from.
I feel
Moving
you.
was so expensive.
Mhm. Mhm. All right, we might need to wrap this up so we can
We
do more
do,
research
yeah,
on the holiday thing, and then film
absolutely.
it, and then edit it, and then have it up on Friday for you, or Thursday night for you.
Yeah.
It depends on where you are.
All right, guys, we love you. Thank you for joining us. We do love commodities still. just
Yes.
just for reference. Uh, so we will catch you guys soon. Thank you so much for joining us today. Don't forget to keep an eye on our community tab, because we are going to put up some polls. I would expect within probably about 48 hours I'm going to start trying to put them out. So keep an eye out. We love you, and we will see you very soon.
Thanks for
Bye.
joining and putting up with
Yeah,
our
thank
garbage.
you. Being
We,
with the
we love it.
yeah, we do. All
All
right, guys.
right.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.